Hey everybody, I'm Jeremy. Welcome to Anno Online. This is a first look at Anno Online. It's a web-based browser game that Ubisoft just put out in the Anno series of city builder games. They have Anno 2070, and which is, I think, the latest PC version of Anno. It's fairly popular, and they released this browser game, which is supposed to be a fairly robust city building web browser based game. So this is the very first look at it here. This is the very first screen. It's in closed beta right now, and I just recently got in and wanted to stream it. So we're looking at the very first, well, maybe not the very first iteration of the game, but for my eyes, it's the very first. So we're going to kind of just look at the interface, take a look at the game, and start playing it a little bit. And you can look at this through videos on like YouTube, because it has been out in Germany for quite some time now. So it's not that people don't have play videos of it. So there are kind of the let's play videos and other gameplay videos out there. The screen also may not look as full screen as it could, as it may not look like it has as much real estate as it probably really does, because it takes up your whole browser by default. We'll take a look at settings here, but I just want to jump into this quick first initial quest thing they give you. Own one small marketplace. So there's influence area. Include as many residences as possible within this area. So we need to own a marketplace. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be fairly straightforward with helping us out here. And from okay, look at that. We have some really nice control over the size of our. So we got a friend. Let's see. This looks like it's a friends list. What's that? Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. We can shrink things down pretty much. Looks like our mail and a shield for something. Here's construction. Can't seem to. What's that do? Oh, shrinks that down too. So it starts full screen in the browser, but because it's browser based, and I'm only using my one monitor right now, I kind of shrunk down my browser. So it might reduce the game's screen real estate, compared to the size of the icons and placement of the UI elements. So we got notifications, which I cannot read because I can't seem to click and drag this window, like actually move it around. I can shrink it. So what do we got? Marketplace are key structures for work and city. They sell goods and supplies. Click the right mouse button to remove the building from your mouse cursor. So we agree. Buildings influence blah blah blah. Build the marketplace at the location on the map indicated by the arrow. Click the right mouse button to remove the building from your mouse cursor. Show. Oh, now we got a little more land here. Ooh, okay. So this is the blinking construction icon, no doubt. And it looks like it's separated into tabs, like some other city builders I've played. So we've got infrastructure, building material, food, drink, gift, clothing, blah blah blah. Marketplace. There's a pretty big influence. because it's gonna have to influence the majority of a town. Now don't tell me I didn't actually build it. There we go. It threw me off when it kept saying click the right mouse button. Bum 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 bum. So we got reward. Okay, so here we go with our next residences house using inhabitants, so you'll need a lot of them. Select the building from the construction menu. Switch to the tab to infrastructure. Switch the tab to infrastructure. Select place resident building on your island. Okay, so now we can hit right mouse button to deselect that. This is what they were talking about. And I still can't figure out how to move these windows. Although there is a lot of control over the UI, so that's interesting. And like I said, the screen real estate is not as... It probably doesn't look as big as it actually is to you because it automatically takes up your entire browser window. And I shrunk my browser. Let's get going. So here's the infra. Own one pioneer residence. You've built your first residence. Dun, 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 dun. Residence needs roads to access the public buildings. Okay, so now we need to build a road. You must always set up road connections between residence and marketplace. By doing this, your people can buy all the goods they need, okay? So here's our... Well, this is gonna be neat. Can we click and drag this? Oh, we are clicking and dragging. You don't have to hold it in. You can click and let go and it still creates this. So a second click will finish it. Looks like we've done it. Have your first pioneers check their needs. Click on one pioneer residence. You need to right click to deselect the road building thing we're using. Click on, okay. So now here is our residence info window. Ooh, the size of a hamlet. Houses the amazing amount of one pioneer. A great day for the Empire. So what did we unlock? We unlocked a fisherman's hut. Click on one pioneer residence. And it looks like we did this. More needs will unlock as your city grows. So make sure you check your people's satisfaction on a regular basis. Oh, so we're gonna have individual residence management, housing management. That's interesting. It looks like this is the main, this big thing is the food meter. And then there's some kind of a, well, that looks like a food meter as well, so I don't know if it's attached. It looks like a secondary meter of some kind being attached to the main one. And then there's some kind of meter here, maybe a satisfaction or happy or tax or something like that. And this says 1 of 8, so maybe it's the total size the residents can grow to. The fisherman's hut needs to be placed close to a school of fish to be efficient. Own a fisherman's hut. The more efficient a workshop is, the faster it produces. A highlighted area will be shown for us. Yeah, right there. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Community, food. It doesn't say anything. So let's exit that. Oh, fisherman's hut is under the food tab. Wow, it has a huge range. Okay. Your fisherman's hut has started production. Establish a road connection between fisherman's hut and harbor master's office or warehouse. Alright, so we need to just build a road here. There's a slight pause in between the congratulations windows popping up, but it is closed beta. Alright, success there. You need to expand population. How's a total population of 4? So now we're getting a little bit into some more. Build more residents, especially if all your current residences are full. Wait, residences need time to move in. Okay, we'll wait now. We built that. And I think, how many do we have? Yeah, see, another one moved in already on that one. So that we got 2 there and 1 here. So we have 3. We just need a 4th. Wow, they're showing us hungry already. Okay, there we go. Whoa, congratulations. Your settlement has grown to the size of a large hamlet. And hey, Iron Man, what's up? Yes, I am a little bit tired, but that's okay. That's alright. I'm still excited to try this game out. I wanted to live stream this because it's I just got accepted to closed beta. So this is a closed beta, first time that I'm looking at it, and as far as I know, one of the first times anyone's live streaming it. So, although it has been out for a while in Germany, so it's not total news to people. It's been out, and there's been gameplay footage of it for a little while. Own a lumberjack hut. Now look here, boy, this food meter is rising fast. But we'll ignore that for now. We want to build the lumberjack hut. And, whoops. Did they... Whoops, I'm messing up my, There it is, right there. I was looking for where they recommended it. Because this is the early stages tutorial, so we're pretty much doing what they tell us to do. You now produce wood. Establish a road connection between Lumberjack Hut and Harbor Master's office. Oh, wow, really? So we gotta build a long road here. Build that there. Oh wow, we can, it kind of bends for us. That's neat. That does it. Check your island storage. Oh, it's up top right. So, what do we got? We got, whoops, looks like we have 6 fish or something like that. New resources will be unlocked throughout the game. You need a higher population to unlock. Own 4 pioneer residences. Own 4 pioneer residences. What is that supposed to mean? Own 4 pioneer residences. Oh, just to continue to expand the houses. It should have tipped me off when it said residences. It's 1, 2. So now we own a total of 4 there. Alright, we're moving on ahead. We are now the size of a Thorpe and houses the amazing amount of 11 pioneers. Your people now demand milk, it looks like. Supply the necessary fish to at least 30%. Satisfy your people's consumption needs and you will receive income from sales of goods to your people. Okay. Advice, hint. Oops. Whoa, did it just happen automatically? I'm guessing. Always supply needs as well as possible. Okay. Maybe not. Let's take a look. New player level. Congratulations. Whoop whoop. So there's player levels. Where are my player levels? Probably up here. Increase to level 2. This must be new. Must be up top left. Must be my my quest book. And this message keeps popping up saying the Harbor Master just asked me to relieve his office from transporting goods around the pond. Build a distribution house and more carts will become available. Maybe that's probably what we're about to do right now. So far the basics are pretty basic. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. That would be a good tutorial, I think. One that you could do whatever you wanted, but it would still, you know, the guide would still be there and kind of saying, hey, you know, what's up with that? Alright, we are building... Whoa, I didn't even check out what we were building. What are we building? Here's a distribution house. We're gonna build it over here, I guess. New carts speed up good transportation. Yeah, see, I like the way you think. That's the way I would do it too. With multiple ways to complete. Oh. Hint, how to construct a goat farm. Ooh, a goat farm. Milk is produced on goat farms. Your people have started asking for milk. Own one goat farm. Always build roads to connect your workshops to a warehouse or to the harbor master office so that goods can be collected. Okay. So, we're going to, okay. Drinks. Goat farm. Where do we put the goat farm though? Wow, look at this. Look at this. This is a browser-based game. Not too shabby. We can, I can't seem to get... Uh-oh. I broke it. Because I was using my, web browser's, right-click function. By default, my browser has a right-click function, which is like a freehand drawing macros. It's like a swipe function. Anyways, we're back in. I can't seem to... I tried right-clicking to drag the window, but I think maybe because I shrunk my browser window, maybe it's doing something weird. But anyways, let's build this goat farm. So now we're gonna get milk. And chat is bustling. So what goat farms, blah blah blah. Click on one goat farm, own one goat pasture. They need goat pastures, huh? You need to click on that farm. once the menu's open, you have, okay. So what do we, whoops, get rid of that. So now what do we click on here? We need, what's this? No, we don't want that. Oh, I guess it didn't work the first click. The first step is complete. What used to be a lonesome island, now is a small... Oh no, this is just for my overall progress. People settling here are filled with hopes and dreams of a new beginning. Don't let them down and help them to expand their settlement. Clicked on Goat Farm. Stop production. You need to click on the goat farm to build a farm field. Once the menu is open, you have to click on the field button to the left of the gear wheel. That's that. Okay. I did it. Tumble pop. Okay, that's complete. Alright, your income is generated from their consumption. The goods your residents need. Residents require access to a marketplace to consume goods. Yeah. Okay, what do we got up here? Top left, produce milks. So it looks like updates. Produce at least 3 milk. Oh, these are quests that keep popping up. But we're gonna be producing these automatically. A lot of these. Just following this tutorial. Your income is generated... Okay, what's this guy say? Upkeep. Population generates income by consumption. He's just telling us what that other one did. They're making sure, though, with this tutorial, to make sure to... They're, like, covering all their bases. They're making sure they tell me in these tips, pop-up tips, in the little pop-up tips right here, where the speech bubble... They're making sure to remind me, and then I can look in the regular pop-ups. Now, it looks like the pop-ups have stopped, except this one, this kind of tip window. But the quests seem to have stopped automatically popping up. So, we've got upkeep. Check your financial situation. Don't forget to constantly expand your settlement. But always keep an eye on your financial situation. Okay, it was telling me. It's this blinking area up here. I just didn't notice it. So we can click on it and check our financial situation. Income is good. Buildings, well, no ship. So the Subsidy 50. Okay. So we're gonna get we're gonna get new ones here. New. Add Northburg to your friend list. Add Northburg to your friend list. Add Northburg to my friend list. Clicking the add friend, add new friend, enter Northburg. Did I spell it wrong? Huh. What do I say? North, and then B-U-R-G-H. There it is, North. Good old Northburg. Hello, Northburg, buddy old pal. So that is complete. You can visit your new friend. Click on your friend's name. Select visit. In the submenu, which is now open to switch. There's a submenu now open. Well, I can right-click and choose visit, too. So let's go visit Northburg. Whoa, Northburg has a huge bustling city. Looks like sounded like I completed 2 quests there. Now I can't figure out how to zoom around, like move the map around. Oh, look at that. It's zooming in where my mouse's point happens to be laying. So, wherever I hover the mouse and then use the mouse wheel, that's where it's zooming in and out from. Wow, look at how crazy you can zoom in and out. And this is a browser-based game, so that's pretty cool to me. Oh boy. See, now we've got... It's a little wackadoo here. So what do we got here going on? How's a total population of 60? So now we're... Okay. So how do I unvisit? How do I go back to mine? What's this? Mail? New mail. New mail. New friend added. Whoops. I clicked on that, it kind of just disappeared. Here we go. Northburg Mail. Our scouts have returned with good news. A group of islands is uninhabited. You're right, a city can be founded here. Okay. Old mail. The supplies you brought to the island will soon be depleted. I hope you realize this. I'm not sure if Lord Northburg, however much I told him in great esteem, intends to resupply your island. This is why I turned to you. You must take care. Okay. Let's just delete these. There's a little bit of lag, like when I click on something, but again, like I said, there's the quest window. We need to go home. Well, I say lag, and it's a browser-based game, but I think there's lag in the game. There's a lot of people, I think, in closed beta, and I think, I want to, here, return home right there in front of my face. Also, before I forget, I want to see if I can check the music volume. Because I feel like the music might have been drowning me out a little bit. There we go. I think I've experienced lag in browser-based games before. Like when I played the closed beta of Echo Tactics, there was definitely some lag because it was so busy in the game. I would click on a oh, we have a lighthouse out here. I would click on an NPC to talk to them, or click to open my bag, and then nothing would happen. But if I'd wait like 5 to 10 seconds, all of a sudden then my bag would open. So we need to check up here. We didn't produce 3 milk yet, huh? What's up with that? And we also needed, how's the total population of 60 pioneers? So we need to do this. I guess we're starting. This is kind of interesting. They're starting to leave us on our own. They haven't, you know what I mean? It's kind of interesting how they kind of stop the pop-ups and the blinking and pointing exactly where we need what we need. So, whoop, look at that. I knew if we just waited, we would produce enough milk. But we should add more residents, you think, huh? And we have to make sure there's roads going to all of our residents. That's all 4 of these houses are next to a road. So we could build a, what's this? This is a pioneer resident. We can build one here. What do we have? 8, what do we have, 24, right? And then 30. what I'm doing is counting total. If we have 5 residents and they can each hold up to 8 people, that's 30. So we need 10 residents. That's a good idea. I've never really thought about uploading a YouTube video before streaming. Not before. I usually sometimes take a highlight after, but not before. So we need 5 more residences. And they have to be connected to a road that connects to this road. So now, excuse me, we can be a little creative. It is a good idea. I'm going to write that down. Because maybe I could make a universal, hey, I'm streaming a video too. Like a really short one. It would act as a notification kind of thing. Okay. We want road. This was the road. Ooh, look at this. It's either showing us only where we can build roads or recommended where we build roads. So let's build the house, at least one of the residences first. So here's the influence for the market, all within this highlight, the lighter green area, big circle area. You know what we could do is we could put we could put 3 of the houses down here, and they'd be next to this road, and then we could connect this road with that road, and make them all nice and connected. 1, 2, 3. We could build a 4th here. And that would be connected to the road. And we need 1 more. Oh, look at it, will fit right there. Oh, it'll fit right here too? Okay, let's do this. 5. So now let's connect this roadway here. We can't... It's hard to see where the road actually is. I suppose we could zoom in for a better look, but... So here we go, that road... No? See, it's hard to tell. But I know I can barely see. My tired eyes can barely see. What I wanted to do was build it from going from here. Okay, you don't have to build within the green. It's just showing you borders and different kinds of borders and whether there's any problems. So let's build that section, and we want to now we just need to connect this little tiny section here. There, that should have connected it all. Connected. Yeah, it looks like everything's connected. So there's that whole, yeah, see, now they're already running around. So there shouldn't be any problem now. We can click on each one. So it looks like we have only 2 of 8 here. What's going on here? There's food, drink. This looks like a gauge that maybe eventually we can adjust, which would give us a lot of micromanagement. Yeah, it's the weekend, Arn. It's the weekend. I stayed up way too late last night. I'll be going to bed early tonight. Well, I'll definitely be laying down early tonight, and luckily I can lay down and get a little bit of a just relaxation time. Maybe read a little bit of a book or something. Okay, so that Pioneer, here's my question. That Pioneer residence is one of the first, no, that's not one of them. This one is. Okay, here we go. This is what I want to know, how fast. So now we have a full 8 of 8 from the original Pioneer residence. Here's 5 of 8 from one of the older ones that I built right after the initial one. So I'm wondering how long will it take? There's 5 of 8 here. Is there a way to check up on the time it takes for... Here's our population window in the top left. I just clicked on it to get an overview. So we have 44 now pioneers. Not bad. So we're growing by leaps and bounds. There's only, but see, let's check something here. I built this one, and we've only got 1 of 8 right now. See, that's interesting. I literally clicked and built this one first for my second batch of 5 houses, that is. And there's only, oh, now it's showing 2. 2 just moved in. There's 2 there. 2 there. Ooh, a third just moved in. So it's grown pretty fast. And it's reflected up here. It says there's 48 now. So it looks like to complete this quest, we need to get 60. So while we're waiting, I'm just kind of looking around at other stuff in the game. Here's our next to our financial situation. This is kind of our resource situation. This is interesting. Past statistical info from 30 minutes past. There's our production versus consumption, and it gives our total. There's a little arrow here too, which is interesting. You know what this makes me think here is, what was that game, that online management game by EA, I think. It's an online browser-based game, but it's a very kind of Western Davy Crockett kind of feel to it. It's a pretty robust item management city builder game. I can't remember the name offhand, but it's a nice game, and it gets fairly deep with micromanagement, where you're actually clicking on the different houses, like your storage, and you're really needing to manage your flow of product. You don't just build a sawmill and then build a forester. In that game I'm talking about, but you would build the forester to cut the trees, then you'd build a sawmill to take care of them. And a sawmill wouldn't be a one-to-one relationship either. No, it wasn't Lord of Ultima. It has kind of semi-cartoony graphics. It's a really well-built web browser game. But you'd really have to micromanage it eventually when you started building up a population. You have to go into the forester or into your item management list and really learn the subtle percentages and deal with them in many different ways. And then there was different ways to manage your residence, and I think that's what they're shooting for here. It looks like a lot is turned off. For instance, this is your overall food meter for your residence. It appears to be some kind of meter down here that might be adjustable later in the future for food, and then here's one for drink, and then here's another one over here. But I'm thinking these little tiny green arrows are adjustable in a later maybe iteration of the game. So we've reached 60, so that was fast. And we're still kind of being pushed along via quests, but we're not really getting those obligatory help windows that were popping up before. Yes, settlers. Scopic. Yeah, thanks a lot for that one. And I didn't. I kind of let my account on Settler go on the wayside. It probably my little village is probably just totally dead. I'd probably have to start over from scratch on that one. So these are just a ton of quests we just now got. So now it looks like we're pretty much on our way to kind of getting not getting any hand holding anymore. Uh, I think the functionality is pretty good so far in this game. Uh, for a browser-based game, it seems like it definitely has more. Look at this is the fog of war. It looks like over here that we can uncover. Uh, like I said, my browser is shrunk down. I'm not playing full screen, and well, I'm not familiar with the Anno series of city builders Iron Man. Scopic could tell you. I want to get Anno 2070. The Anno series is by Ubisoft, and their PC like single player. I think Anno 2070, the latest, has online functionality, so I think there's multiplayer in it. But it looks gorgeous, and it's they're primarily single player games. I think in the same vein of like SimCity or well, that's a bad comparison. But like SimCity, yeah, maybe SimCity. But this so far, I'm looking at this, and I really honestly haven't gotten deep enough in here to say how it compares to other web-based browser games because we're still in the tutorial here, and I'm kind of taking my sweet time. I'm not really trying to rush through it. Let's see, own one carpenter's workshop. But so far, aside from me shrinking my browser and possibly artificially shrinking our screen real estate from what you're seeing, you have to keep in mind that these user interface elements, for one thing, for a browser-based game, you have a lot of control over them, I think. And secondly, it looks like they're squished together. Between this bottom right control bar and the bottom left window. But like I said, my browser screen is shrunk artificially, so that might be making it appear that they're closer to each other than they really are. And it might have made me lose some control over my scrolling around. What I'm doing here is you can hover your mouse over any part of the map and then use your mouse wheel to zoom in and out. But just like on Photoshop, wherever your mouse is where it's going to zoom in and out from, the point of origin. So if I'm over here on the mountains, I'm zooming in towards the mountains and zooming out from that. If I'm over here just hovering over a house, it's zooming in towards that. So that's interesting. But anyways, let's move on a little bit. We've got warning markers here, which I'm guessing these quests will tell us about. Oh, that's right. We have to start building more production stuff, don't we? Carpenter's workshop. So now we don't even have a blinky light for anything like they were doing when they were holding our hand early on. Oh, here it is. It's still blinking over here. It's kind of interesting. They're slowly backing off. They didn't just stop. So it's kind of like they're easing us out of it, which I think is really cool. So now they've partially directed us towards where the building is, but now they're not telling us we have to build it in a certain place. But I think I'm just going to build it right next to this other construction building for now, which was my distribution house. Dun dun dun. Establish a road. See, we've already met the road requirement because I built it right there. So let's go ahead and move on. Own 3 lumberjack huts. We need 3 lumberjack huts. They should. I'm guessing they should probably be near woods. I'm guessing that helps because it did say some of the requirements for the marketplace. You had it had a sphere of influence for the marketplace, and I'm thinking things like that will matter. Oh, we have a chapel. Where would lumberjack hut be? Right here. So yeah, I'm guessing. Yeah, we have a percentage above our house when we move it around here. Like down here it says 14. Down by the water it says 5. Here it says 78, 80, 85, 80. Up here it's like 100. And this must be denser forest up here. So we're building it like bam right there. I imagine we're going to have to build a road. But it said 3 of these, right? So let's... Oops, maybe I should have been a little more careful with building this. Now why is this one? Oh, that's interesting. Now we're not getting 100% right here. Probably because it's representing... because it's not represent... It might be representing the fact that this lumberjack is taking everything? I don't know. Whoops. So here's 100. We want this. Bam! Own 3 lumberjack huts. Did I build 3? I don't think I built 3, did I? Whoops, I don't want to do that. I don't... There we go. Oh yeah, there was this one here. I definitely need a road. But let's look at this one real quick. Workshop and public building cost upkeep. Click on Fisherman's Hut. Each building will have specific upkeep costs. The total of these costs is displayed in the finance menu, which would be top right corner of the screen. You may reduce upkeep costs by stopping a workshop's production. You may reduce upkeep costs. Okay. So, and here's the sphere of influence for this building. So out and towards the water, we're hitting 1, 2, 3. It looks like 3 or 4. No, 4 schools of fish, which is pretty cool. So it looks like there's definite densities of even fish, and probably, I think overall they said this island has a limited amount of supplies. Click on Fisherman's Hut. Okay. You did it. You clicked on the right thing. Your player level has just increased to level 3. Your people admire you. Your competitors envy you. Keep going and gain even higher levels. So here what do we have? The Fisherman's Hut info window. So right here it says our upkeep looks to be in the red. It says we're 100% efficient. Stop production. We can stop production, I suppose, for just a moment. That might be what they want us to do anyways. Build a warehouse to create more storage space. Clothing, growing. So we've got... So now we can hover over these windows and it gives us pop-ups. So that's kind of nice for the for a user interface within a browser window. We have like hovering pop-ups. So lots... Uh-oh. No. Don't do that. I didn't mean to do that. I clicked on rubies. I should have known better. Rubies appear to be the cash shop element of the game. Here's population. Here's a more wide view of our finances. Shouldn't that have gone into the -1? See, there we go. We went down. We're going to stop that just for a little bit. Now, of course, that might affect our hunger and so on. Let's click on these buildings and see what they are saying here. Why they're showing us to be... Well, we only have 4 people there so far. Now, I don't know why... What's this button do here? Nothing. I don't know why we have these, like, exclamation points. Exactly. I don't see any... This looks like... Oh, services. I don't remember seeing that on this one here. Oh, these services are all filled up here. Oh, check this out. We do have... Okay, wow. I totally passed this one up. So here we have... Currently, we do have some control over this stuff. We can click on these icons and I think direct our residences to doing things. So now that I'm gleaning a little bit more of this, which I should have gleaned probably half an hour ago or longer, it looks like here's our food meter, and it looks like our food and drink meters are good, I'm guessing. And then we could click on services, which kind of, I think, sets them to being workers. Like this icon shows is a little building icon of sorts, and it looks like we can set this household to doing that. But we'll probably have to come back and micromanage this particular residence later on, because they might start be doing too much working, I'm guessing, and then their hunger and drink might go down, or they might get mad, or you know, so on and so forth. This is still making me wonder here. Efficiency still at 100%. So what else? Let's go on to the next. Let's own 1 warehouse. Will the warehouse be in here? Carpenter's workshop and a small... Oh, no. That's... Where would the warehouse be? Distribution, there we go, warehouse. Increase the maximum capacity of each type of goods you can store on your island. So this is a pretty big... Where do we want to put this? We want to put it down by the seashore. Down by the seashore. Let's put it right across. That's kind of interesting. Let's put it on the seashore across from the distribution. How's that sound? Bam! Right there. So what else do we need? We need clothing. Choosing. Click on the... Okay, yes, let's accept that. Click on the silhouette close to the chat window and choose something to wear. Okay, that's simple enough. Select our gender. We want to be male, and we want... Whoa, check that out. That's a fine mug. Wow, so we can have a lot of control over our avatar. Eyes. It's like, I don't know. Eyebrows. You look fishy to me. He has that look now, like he's staring at you suspiciously. Mouth. Oh, this is important for the suspicion element. He's like, No, I think I ruined it. I ruined my suspicious man. There we go. Whoa, hairdos. What's this all about? 180. That must have been to be able to rotate a 3D model, I'm guessing. Clothing. Hat. Ooh, we can change the hat. Oh, that's an awesome hat. Okay, I'll quit spending time on that. We'll create that, complete the quest. See, we've got... oh, I keep forgetting. We need no street connection. Shoot. So if we hover over these, this is what it's telling us. This is how I'm being so naive. Uh, or just a ditz. Uh, to understand what these exclamation warnings are for, all you have to do is hover over them and let the pop-up window appear, and it will tell you why there's an exclamation point above this house. This one says, not moving in. New residents cannot move into this building. New residents will not move into this building because all requirements have not been satisfied. I'm not quite sure, but that's why for those two. This one is because no street connections. So let's hurry up and build our little street connections. Oh, check this. We could build a nice street connection right there, going from 1 to... why did it say minus 8% though? Why did that say minus 8%? No. No. Let's build this one right here. No. Let's forget that. Let's start it over here. So it's a little straight shot. Okay, now why is this one saying 8%? Minus 8%? Because it's going through, for some reason, because it cuts through? I don't know. But anyways, right here it doesn't seem to say that, so blammo. So we're going to be getting some more wood here right away. This one, this still says -1. I don't know why. Fisherman's hut. It still says our upkeep, we didn't gain anything. Our efficiency is at 100. What else do we got for quests? A growing village houses a total population of 120. We're up to 72, and if we don't meet the requirements to get these residents in, we can't get our total up to 120. So this might have been part of it, the lumberjack bit. Income looks to be good, plus 7.45. What's over here? I think this is... this is what I was looking for earlier. This looks to be the rate at which new people move in, or at least an indicator of new people moving in. And right now, I believe this is saying 0. And here is, what do we got? Here's an indicator: production, consumption, food, production, consumption, and milk. Well, they go through a lot of milk. Okay, we met those requirements. I was hoping now that these requirements would be met because the lumber is being delivered. Let's go back to this. Plus 21, I don't know. Let's check on our residence where I changed that one ability. Which one was that? So you gotta be careful now. If you're micromanaging, holy crap, you could forget which house is set to which. Really easy. And I totally did forget. See, I don't know why it's saying we're in the red with money. like this appears to be the upkeep costs. Here's a new quest. No, that's the same quest. I'll just yes, okay. So what do we need to do here? New mail. Let's check this out. What we got? Fulton. We got mail from Fulton. All hail. My name is Joffrey. Expect my imminent visit. Ooh. Imminent visit. Hey, Joffrey. So, what am I doing here? I need to, oh, look at this. This is this is ability to looks like it can move things, move buildings. What do we got here? Shoot. Property. What do we got here? Oh wait, we had a clothing one, didn't we? Didn't we have a clothing quest? I forgot about the clothing quest. I'm sure of it. I'm sure we had a clothing quest. But I see nothing under here. Oh, I can't build a chapel until I have 120 pioneers. I totally forgot about that clothing deal, but it's not showing up anymore. Kind of like at a standstill right now. It's like, what am I doing? It's like, so this is a permanent thing, this upkeep. So I was able, I'm guessing. Let me see what happens. Distribution warehouse. Now what's this? Instant buy upgrade. Okay, that's cash shop stuff. It costs 390 gems to instantly upgrade. I've got 50 they gave us for free. So what's the dealio there with the... Okay, where do we... Now it looks like they've almost totally let go of any hand-holding. Oh yeah, thank you for that. It was the avatar one. But now it seems like they've totally let go of our hands, and we're on our own now. And as soon as they do that, Jeremy becomes clueless. So I don't know what to do now. We have 72 pioneers. Okay, I could have sworn I took one of these houses and changed what I wanted the residents to do. Did it flip back to it? Now why... Okay, new residents will not move in. It's not telling me what the requirements are that haven't been satisfied. Is it not enough food? So buildings are see, it looks like we're in the green for finances. So is this place called Newport, huh? The services aren't being met. Where do you see that? You mean down here? this is our indicator. So that's that's the pipeline. Okay. The brain is starting to turn. The brain is coming on now. Okay. But these people are moved in, and there's 8 of 8, and it says these, and the services down here show it to be. That button still is not working. So if I just click on that, will it do anything? Which house was that? See, it went back. I clicked on this, and it didn't stick. So is this supposed to be the indicator? I'm not quite sure why. I'm just trying to get a pipeline made in my head why this isn't working, and where it comes from and where it needs to go to. Okay, clicking just shows the percentage. So services are not being met. Would that be like with the fish? Things like that? Like there's... Well, the lumberjack huts are going. Oh, efficiency only 77%. %86%. So let's go to our build section. Does it tell us what a service is? Infrastructure, building, food, drinks, clothing, property, pin. We want the services rendered. Services need to be rendered. This is running at 100. Let me close that for now. Would it be the marketplace? Let me build a road going in a complete... You know what? Let me do this. I thought for sure that them being next to this road here would qualify them, and so I'm thinking that's not. Look at now, there's 3 of them. Something's not being met up to snuff, and I don't know where that's at. So, anyways, we'll probably end the live stream soon because we're kind of getting to a standstill. But we did get a good look at the game and how it works, and we got, you know, we dove into starting it pretty much. So we did kind of get a look at it. Supposedly, it's a much more robust, rich experience than what you would consider to be a browser-based online MMO. The industry of MMOs have kind of gotten into the point where we expect a narrow trench. Uh, so a lot of people have come to see MMOs as a very specific thing, and they operate under very specific guidelines, unwritten guidelines, by the way. But this this game doesn't come from the world of MMOs, even though they might be trying to be an MMO. I haven't played it long enough to be able to tell you that deeply how I feel about that. But the Anno series, again, is a series of single player computer games that have been around for a long, long time. And most recently, Anno 2070, which is still billed as pretty much a PC game, does have, I think, some online multiplayer functionality, but it's kind of like this series of SimCity games, I suppose. Yeah, Valis, I want to get Anno 2070 myself. It looks really awesome. I'd love to get it. I passed on the new SimCity, and I thought, man, I think I'll get 2070 though. But maybe this will satisfy me for a while. I love these types of games. I do. So, whoops, I'm messing up my right-click functionality again there. So I definitely will be playing this beta a lot more, and I might come back to it later after I've built a much more robust city and have learned more about the game, so I can actually have more to talk about on a live stream. Yeah, I've heard that this is much more um, resource management, especially the newest SimCity. The newest SimCity is very streamlined for kind of a more mainstream, I think. Although I've heard that it can get really fun with managing, especially if you connect cities with friends on SimCity. I don't know, but Anno 2070 to me looks I would rather try Anno 2070 first and then maybe SimCity later. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. I'm going to put up in the chat room all my social network links. This is a beta, by the way, a closed beta. So this is not necessarily how the final product will look and function. Well, my MooBot didn't work. Anyways, you can always find me on all those links below the Twitch video window for Twitter, Facebook, Google+, YouTube, all that jazz. And I try to live stream every day around 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And I don't always get to that, but I try to, and I'm always posting up on my social network links on sites, whether I'm doing that or not. So keep that in mind if you want to have a heads up. And follow me on Twitch, because if you click that follow button, what that does is it allows you to get an email every time I go live. You'll be shot that email saying, hey, Jeremy just went live streaming this, and then we'll have the name of the title that I give it. And that's about it. That wraps up. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be back with other games. I'm doing tons of different games. I'll be back with part 3 of my PlayStation 2 era tactics game called Soul Nomad and the World Eaters, as well as other MMOs and indie games, and I've been expanding my horizons and doing a lot of other stuff. So everybody have a great day, have an awesome weekend.